Discord is a multi-language messaging platform used to create a variety of communities. It's most likely the software we've used to message people or friends we know during the COVID-19 pandemic, since most of us have had to stay indoors. The usual ways for people to communicate with this application is through either text messaging, voice/video calls, sending media such as audio and images, or via part of communities called Discord servers. Discord servers take up a large chunk of Discord because group chats only allow you to have up to 10 people, while for servers, you can have a server with over 700,000 people, and you can even send a request to Discord themselves asking them to increase this limit. There's a reason they're this high in popularity because you have more customizable options such as roles, channels, voice channels, and a lot more masculinous options. With this being the case, with great power comes great responsibility. There's many ways for you to keep your Discord as professional as possible, these being such as proper spelling and punctuation, roles, organization between channels and roles, and a lot more I could say. A lot of what I've said takes a lot of time to do, and some things I haven't mentioned yet, such as reaction roles, you know, the thing where you click on a reaction and then you get a role based on that clicked reaction, and more custom features like commands aren't doable via Discord's normal API by the time I'm making this, but thankfully there's a solution to this hitch, with that being Discord bots. Discord bots are bots used to make your server better and more diverse, adding a lot more customizable options for you to choose from depending on what bot you're using. Well, most of them are. Usually the settings are on the website for these bots, and those are the same ones you use when adding the bot into your server. Back when Discord was still getting popular, a lot of these bots like Dino, Probot, and a lot more bots were not a thing. Then there came one of the first bots, Mee6. On March 15, 2016, Mee6 was created by a programmer called Anus, also known as Cookie. He had created the bot in 3 days. The Mee6 bot allowed you in your Discord server to add many features such as social media connections, leveling up, custom messages, image searching, welcome messages, and a lot more that I haven't mentioned yet, hosting more than 8 million servers. A lot more features would come over the years, and Cookie would go full-time development on Mee6 with some other developers like Sil, Brendan, and probably some others as well. In June 2018, he would go to do an interview with Olai Barrett about programming and the bot, which is an article that I'll link in the description if you want to go read it. Now with that, I think it's time I talked about some issues with the bot actually itself. Over 2 years after Mee6 was launched, in November 2018, Mee6 Premium would come out. Mee6 Premium was a way to support Mee6's development and unlock some features to the bot that you could use for your server, which basically just seemed like a paywall that locks up popular features unless you paid for a subscription. You know, the usual. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions or anything, but if I were to give my 2 cents to this, it feels like they were in some financial problems or something and just had to release the subscription quickly. Because if we use the Wayback Machine, which is a website where you can see captures of websites and domains from the past, you can see that the site did not look that great, and there's even spelling mistakes in the description. And this issue wasn't even fixed until around April to June 2019. Now obviously this is some very high on professionalism, and I wouldn't be surprised if this didn't give so much of a good look on first launch. Anyways, getting off that topic, as Premium continued, the prices got different. New subscription plans got added as the days went on, like for example how in late December 2018 through early January 2019, the yearly subscription would be added, and in May 2019, the forever subscription would come. And in all honesty, when looking at the prices for the subscription plans, these are some very high prices for something that's only worth so many features. And yes, I know, over the days and such, the prices would change, but honestly, that doesn't really justify what you get out of it, considering your subscription would only be for one server, unless you're transferring it. And if I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't want to pay $90 to $100 on a fee, or at least a monthly fee, just to have premium features that used to be free, just so it can be used in another server of mine. You can verify this information also looking at the FAQ for the premium section that was released in around June of 2019. So why do I think this is a flaw? Well, the answer should be kinda obvious, as the developers are putting useful Mee6 features that used to be free into a premium section where you have to pay an almost extensive amount of cash just to unlock those features. They've been putting most of this into this paywall, and this even started some controversy on Discord where people thought Mee6 was a paywall, and some servers, because of this and for other reasons, boycotted Mee6 from being used and decided to use alternatives such as Dino and Arcane, which are pretty good bots I recommend you check out. One of the useful features put behind this paywall was recently the connections feature I talked about earlier, which allowed people to get notified when you uploaded a new video on YouTube, Twitch, or anything, but this was also put up on a paywall a few months ago, and if you didn't have this plugin enabled before this happened, then you're gonna need to abide by the rules if you want to get it. Now, I completely get it where they need to make money so the company can stay running as well as the bot, but in all honesty, I feel the prices are a bit high for the value you get out of Premium. If you didn't already know by now, Mee6 has their own official Discord server. It's more of a support server for anyone that's having trouble with Mee6 in general, but nonetheless, it's official for Mee6. Now, the Discord server obviously isn't the worst thing in the world. I think it's pretty clear that there's a lot worse Discord servers out there, you know what I mean. Although, the Discord server has some things I think it'd be good if I addressed here, like being the rules at first. Now, some of my personal bias might come into play about this, but bear with me here. Now, most of the rules are not bad necessarily, though if we go and look at the rules in the Discord server, you'll see that there's a rule that says, our staff members are allowed to warn, kick, and ban you for any reason not listed above. Which, alright, that sounds a bit far-fetched. Basically saying a staff member could just kick you for breathing or something might be a bit of an exaggeration on this point, but I think you can kind of see my concern. It's definitely very good if a staff member doesn't get in trouble for banning someone for being a specific race. There's also a rule that says, do not mention users without a good reason. Now, I'll elaborate more on this later when speaking on more specific actions the staff team have been taking on the server. This being a good rule or not will come out to personal Discord preference, and so from my stance, I feel this is a bit of a vague rule and a bit biased to what might be seen as not a good reason. So I feel this wouldn't be such a bad rule to have, because in fact I sometimes complain about pings, especially when they're unnecessary, if there was a bit more clarification. And finally, the next thing I want to talk about is this. If staff says it's the end of the conversation and you need to stop talking about that topic, then stop talking about that topic. Talking about stupid idiots doing stuff that can get them killed will be punished with a ban. So please don't. Mee6 have final verdict on rules, except if admins say something else. All mini-modding should go in hashtag mini-modding and nowhere else. But as that channel doesn't exist, just don't mini-mod please. Just ping moderators instead. For a limited time, we will ban for rule violations that used to result in warnings, this to reduce the amount of members that clearly don't know how to be nice online. Now, I'll admit, I might sound a bit petty when saying all of this, but when I originally read that policy, coming from a person who's on the Mee6 team, this written out seems kind of unprofessional. Also, you're not really reducing, quote-unquote, the amount of members that clearly don't know how to be nice online, since if someone accidentally broke a rule, well, by that logic, that's a ban. You're not going to be reducing the amount of toxic members in your server if you're also going to be banning the innocent members that just didn't know better when the situation happened. That just feels like a mad online move if I'm honest. I can't really assume what originally made this rule in the first place, besides there being maybe some controversial topics being spoke about, considering this was made over a year after the rules were originally made. Though, calling people who use a wide-known Discord bot stupid idiots that can get them killed, and also members that clearly don't know how to be nice online, sounds really heartless and immature in my opinion. Again, this is only just a personal stance on this. You don't necessarily have to agree with what I'm saying here. In fact, I'd rather you make your own stance on this. Well, anyways, something I said earlier I was going to elaborate on was the mentions rules. Now, I'll elaborate more on this later when speaking on more specific actions the staff team have been taking on the server. So I'm gonna go and do that now. Pinging a Mee6 developer almost immediately gets you banned. If I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard about this from my friend, I thought that was some bull, but if you go on and ping at least twice, once sometimes even works, then you're gonna get banned. I find it kinda ridiculous personally that someone can get banned all because they pinged a developer. I understand why it's a bit of a time waster, but the most logical solution would be just to mute or kick the person at least. Now, another thing I should also mention is the members list. The staff and the developers purposely put themselves offline. Some rumors to this is that they're trying to be sneaky or something, and if that's the case, then that's kind of weird behavior. Now, I completely understand if I'm being a bit harsh here, but if this is true that they're putting their status on invisible just to be sneaky, then that's kind of weird. Now, I'll just reiterate again that this is just speculation. I obviously don't know why they do this, and I'm not trying to act like this is factual information, especially since I'm obviously not the owner of the server, so it's probably best if this was left off as debatable. Alright, to make this a bit of a more widespread video and not just a video giving my personal thoughts on Mee6, I thought it'd be good to hear out some other people's perspectives on the bot. So I asked a bunch of people to give out their thoughts on the bot, and for the sake of targeted harassment and such, I purposely kept these responses anonymous. Anyways, with that out of the way, I'll go and read out these. This person I know said this about it. Basically, I find Mee6 a greedy attempt at overcoming Discord with a very poorly made bot. Almost all features are premium only, the bot is time consuming to configure, their dashboard isn't even mobile friendly, the bot is almost $100 a premium every year, it abuses the Discord API by letting paid users create their own bot account that runs Mee6. And no, you can't just make a sub account with different name and PFP, they have to make another bot account that takes up Discord's tokens. Also, the ping staff equals permaban on their server rules is just stupid. Another one I know said this, it's good, though there are tons of other bots that do the same things without some premium subscription. A friend of mine said this, Mee6 was a good bot, whenever I made servers I would end up adding it, but when everything just started to get put on a paywall, you couldn't make Mee6 paying for when you upload a new video anymore cause you need premium. The bot would still be good if some things wasn't put on a paywall. Another friend of mine talked about the moderation for the bot. So what I like about me is the ranking and the reaction roles, which is good, and Dino doesn't do that. However, I feel that Dino has better moderation since you can kick and mute and warn all from Dino instantly and it's not complicated. Overall, I find me better for fun and Dino better for moderation. I also find it easier to use polls and questions on Dino. Another friend of mine said this, Mee6 is actually great coming up to levels if you want to have levels, but it is extremely bad since you have to pay for things like giving a role when reaching a certain level. And I'm going to read all of these aloud since they're all both short and sweet. It's just a bot in my opinion, and to be honest, premium is not necessary. They also said this, Mee6 is alright, I hate that a lot of features cost money though. Then there's this, Mee6 is a good moderation bot. An IRL friend of mine said this, it's pretty much gotten useless over the years cause there are many more efficient bots that can do more than Mee6 and aren't as annoying with the notifs. It's pretty much just a level bot now. Another friend of mine said this, well, in my opinion, Mee6 is useless for moderation. Hell, I seen Dino do a better job than it, but the level up thing is kind of annoying because it just pings you automatically for typing. The rank/level up system is trash. I wouldn't recommend it for moderation. There's not really any fun commands for Mee6, Steak Memer, Yggdrasil are bots for that kind of stuff. Mee6 is useless for moderation in my opinion, but I recommend using Probot or Dino for that kind of stuff. Hell, even when I join public servers, the bot sends random server invites with people possibly trying to dox you or scam you for nitro, which sometimes happen. As you can see, most of these responses I've gotten have been people thinking the bot is good, but however, the premium subscription makes it worse. As well as some others mentioning some brief things such as the bot moderation and issues regarding the Discord API. As a conclusion to this video, Mee6 was one of the first Discord bots made, with it being popular because of the many features it allows you to do and not possible in your Discord server. For the times it's been around, there's been some questionable acts the Mee6 developers have done which have left controversy to start. I'd like to reiterate with this that I'm not trying to attack the developers of Mee6, and I don't want any of you watching this video to go and do that also, since I think they've worked hard on the bot and that this is just a video made to criticize the bot in general. I personally think Mee6 is a great Discord bot you can use to make your Discord server better, but stops itself from being one of the best with its known flaws people know about. Anyway, with that out of the way, thank you for watching this video. Feel free to join my Discord server if you want to just chill with me and others and have updates on any new videos I'm working on. Also, you can follow me on Twitter if you want to see me post random stuff on there, as well as some more. Social links and stuff will be linked in the description, and I hope I see you in the next video. See you later.